heavy. Look at my hand. Trying to hold this up, bro. 18 hours every day.
This is light chain. Light chain is used for children or babies. They have to put this iron band into fire. When it's very hot, the kids are lit.
To live?
Yeah. So while they fix this, I use a small padlock to hook it off for them not to be able to eat while working in sugarcane plantation or to communicate whenever they are working.
That was just on the. Bro, why it's so heavy? Look at my hand. Trying to hold this up, bro. 18 hours every day.
This is light chain. Light chain is used for children or babies. They have to put this iron band into fire. When it's very hot, the kids are lit.
To live?
Yeah. So while they fix this, I use a small padlock to hook it off for them not to be able to eat while working in sugarcane plantation or to communicate whenever they are working.
That was just.
It says slavery was a long, long time ago. And oh, I've been waiting for this. Let's take a ride. You would think that since slavery was such a long, long time ago that each one of these squares would represent, I don't know, 10 years. But no, from here to here is 403 squares. The fact that we could fit it all on one page should tell you slavery wasn't that long ago. But now let's have a little fun. The start of slavery is here. Black people did not get emancipated until right here. Mind you, the U.S. got its freedom from Britain all the way back here. This is 1865. This is us. It gets worse when you get more specific. This is emancipation. This is the year I was born. This is my mom. This is my grandma. This is the end of slavery. And this is Betty White. So all of the gray squares are slavery. And this is Google. No, not a long, long time. Look at the material.
That bad. There were good. There are those who like you to believe that slavery wasn't all that bad. There were good slave owners. In fact, a farmer wouldn't beat a cow, so why would he beat a slave? It doesn't make economic sense. But there's something I want you to understand about slavery. As bad as you think it might have been, it was much, much worse. Of the 12.5 million Africans shipped to the New World, some 400,000 to 500,000 ended up in the United States. But by 1860, there were nearly 4 million enslaved people. This, despite the ban on the importation of slaves in 1808. The life expectancy of an enslaved person was typically 25 to 30 years, and the infant mortality rate was 50%, and in some cases as high as 60 to 90%. So where did all these people come from? Well, in some plantations, enslaved men were required to impregnate up to 12 women a year, and women were expected to give birth to 4 to 5 children by their 20th birthday. One slave trader in Virginia boasted that his, quote, successful breeding policies enabled him to sell some 6,000 people a year. Of course, some slave masters just raped their slaves, and the offspring was then sold. If the man was prosecuted, his penalty was trespassing.
How long ago do y'all think slavery was? Seriously. Like, in your mind, how... So I said this about student loan forgiveness. Apparently, the House Judiciary GOP says if you take out a loan, you pay it back, period. So I was like, so what if you build a country with slave labor for 400 years? Then what? Since paying back debt is mandatory. So it went viral, and I'm viral over there all the time. I can handle it. And this lovely gentleman who I would bet my check is bald-headed and alone had this to say. Were your great-grandparents slaves? Didn't think so. Who's going to tell him? My sister is... Yes, they were. My great-grandma was a sharecropper. And I do this because she didn't get paid in money or crops. She just got paid in, getting to live there. My grandmother was the first person in our family who didn't have to work land. And now here I am, teaching you about slavery on the internet for free. So tell me one more time that slavery was too long ago to affect us. Answer my question. Answer it.
Ooh, they in trouble. I see why Trump about to let out the truth now, because he not trying to get the karma that they done stirred up. Welcome to the cookout. So we already know and have all the proof that when they arrived in these lands, they saw our people, right? But this gets deep, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with me. We know our people built these, right? This is our culture, Cahokia Mounds, right? Stay with me. Come on. We about to cook. Hold on. Welcome to the cookout. We about to get to cooking. So we know that means the Americans have more pyramids than the rest of the world, and we built them. We get that, right? We're starting to learn of our prominence in these lands. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to get to the main course. So while doing my reading, I came upon this. Ancient Monuments of the Mississippi Valley, 1848, Squire and Davis. One earthwork structure in particular caught our eye. It has been referred to as the Hebrew earthworks of Milford, Ohio. This giant earthwork was shaped into what looks like an old Hebrew lamp, along with other recognizable Hebrew symbols. Hebrew symbols, you say? So knowing that we are the indigenous Americans, and now knowing that we are also the Hebrews, this makes it rather interesting, because if you read your holy scripts, God is described as avenging Israel on numerous occasions, particularly throughout the book of Exodus, Judges, and Kings, when stories detail God's intervention to deliver Yasharal from their enemies. So if we are Yasharal, and they've spent all this time doing us dirty, there's only one thing left. And you know what? I think I'm going to kick back, grab me some popcorn, and watch what happens to these lands and the people that did us wrong. And have no fear. Just know, for us, the melanatids, the indigenous Americans, the Murs, the Indians, the Hebrews, whatever you want to call us, oh, this is going to be a beautiful time, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh.
Shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, or Karkadash. We give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and the women who follow. This is the brother Kratazah from the GMS Nebraska camp, coming back at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This one being entitled, "It is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you." All right. Which the scripture is 2 Thessalonians 1:6, right? Seeing is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation, right? To pay back that tribulation, right? To them that trouble you. So it's a righteous thing. It's accepted for the Most High. All right. As we went through all these videos, and
Bro, why it's so heavy?
we seen the heavy chains. We heard the okay, yeah, we heard her story, but I'm not looking for that. Yeah, we heard what he had to say, how however bad you think or you want to frame slavery to be in your mind, it was worse. We really can't even quantify how bad it was, especially living in the modern era. That was a reality for so many years that we had to endure day in, day out, day in, day out. The beatings, the horrible conditions, just mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It was a great area, a great time, for us. Rightly deserved. I'm not saying that we didn't deserve anything that we got during slavery, because we definitely did. We turned our back on the Most High, so the Most High, turned his back on us, rightfully so. But let's get that. Let's see. Yeah, this is Zechariah 1:15. It says, "I am sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they held forth the affliction." Right. So the Most High was he was a little displeased with us and he put us in slavery, right? But they overdid it. When you get the NLT version of this, it says, I am very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security. I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations inflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions. And they overdid it. The guy was speaking about, the numbers, how many Jake came over here, most of them not even making it, life expectancy, the mortality rate of infants and babies, the raping of our women. It was a very difficult reality. Like I said, we woke up in a nightmare every day, But the beautiful thing is, well, before I get to that, and it wasn't even that long ago. A lot of people sweep that under the rug. I like how she quantified it. Definitely with her great grandparents. But the other video,
Y'all, they in trouble. Ooh.
we get to him. But was it the second video? I believe it was this video.
This comment says slavery was a lie.
Now, how she broke it down with the squares, it's just infallible proof. It's crazy. It wasn't that long ago. Like she said, it's on one page. If people are living 70, 80 years, how many grandparents is that? This is crazy. This is crazy, and you have people who like who take this lightly, like there's not going to be any recompense for it, and just like this guy, now some of his information, most of his information was good, but like the name Yasharel, he said it should have been Yasharala. All right, we are Yasharala, we are the princess of the power. But other than that, he's pretty on point. The Most High is going to defend his children. All right, the Most High is going to recompense the apple of his eye. So let's go back to the beginning. All right, Genesis 25 and 23 says, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger, right? And then, when you go into it, Jacob and Esau being born, Jacob being the younger, Esau being the older, Esau is going to serve Jacob, right? But right now, we are under Esau's thumb, but these tables are going to turn, all right? And when these tables turn, it's going to be a lot of hell to pay. All right, this is Numbers 35 and 33. It says, so you shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defiles the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So America is a defiled land. There's no coming back from it. The only way to cleanse America will be to shed the blood of these Edomites, right? Which the blood of these Edomites will be shed, all right, when the Lord, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shai, all right, who's a dark-skinned man of the tribe of Judah, all right, when he comes back, that's when scores are going to get settled. That's when this place is going to be laid flat and ultimately destroyed by the missiles. All right, and then these people who put us in chains, these people who did us so dirty, all right, they're gonna feel that same energy. So let's get Isaiah real quick. Isaiah 14, and I get to the point, verse 2, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them into their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, right? You're going to be servants and handmaids, all right? It says, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors, right? So as much as we have been oppressed in this place, we're going to rule over them. These tables are going to turn. All right, it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense them that trouble you. All right, it says Psalms 149, and I start at verse 5. It says, I start at verse 4. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people, and he will beautify the meek with salvation. Right, his people are going to be the ones who gain that salvation. All right, no one else outside of the nation of Israel, only the elect of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the chosen who appear to be from the other nations, but are of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It says, "Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud on their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. Right, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron." So just like we had those fetters on, all right, a fetter is like those the ankle uh the ankle chains. You know, you see this guy how his veins had to pop out because he was struggling that with the weight. All right, and the scripture we just read, it says, did we read? Double to double. We didn't. We did not. We did not. Let me get that real quick. Revelation 18:6, it says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. That cup which she had filled to her double. So, you know, your change is going to be double heavy, Esau. You know, you have to pay for this. All right, there's been no recompense. There's been no, you know, as she so elegantly brought up in this, you know, if you take out a loan, you pay it back. All right. So there has to be a recompense for this. You're going to pay it back with your flesh. All right. With your kids, your children. You're going to pay this back in blood. Okay, so I did have that. Okay. Let me kind of clean this up a little bit. Yes, I think that's the last. This is the last scripture. Yeah, this is the last scripture. So we'll get this and we'll end it on this. This is Psalms 137 and verse 7. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof." Right, and this is speaking about when Nebuchadnezzar came and razed the city, or destroyed the city, laid flat the city, including uh the first temple. All right, Esau was with them, who were chanting, you know, race it, race it, race it, race it. You know, break it down. Let's get that word raise. This is deeper than just America. All right, this is Strong's H6168 Ira. It says to be bare, to be nude, uncovered, to leave destitute, discovered, to empty, raise, or to pour out. Yeah, pretty much raise. All right, To completely destroy. All right. So that's what they wanted to, or to pull or to knock down. That's what a building or a town. That's what they wanted Jerusalem. They wanted Jerusalem to be razed to the ground, to be completely destroyed or knocked down to the ground. All right. And they got their wish, but guess what? All right. The Most High is going to recompense them. All right. He's going to pay them back. It's like you. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Happy is he, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Right? So you have given us the worst of the worst, the bottomless of the barrelest, the bottomless of the barrelest, the lowest of the barrel, bottom of the barrel, however you want to say it, conditions. All right, terrible food. Just you've been a plague to our mental state. You forced us to hate each other. All these things are going to come back on your head. Happy, what did it say? Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stones. So yeah, you're going to feel that loss of children as well. Just the same as when we came over here and you had by the thousand us committing suicide, jumping in the ocean, would rather dive in the ocean and take a chance with the sharks in the middle of the ocean. You can't swim to an island or the next continent. No, you're gonna die. You're gonna die in the ocean, and that's exactly what happened. And they were content with it because they would rather die than to serve Esau, which they end up coming back in reincarnation and having to do what? Serve Esau. They weren't exempt. They were exempt for that life, but the cold hard truth is, we as a nation have been just really, really beaten. But like I said, our sentence is coming to an end, and Esau's sentence will begin shortly. So that's all I really wanted to go over with in this video. We've seen how Esau has done us, but our get back, the Lord is going to come and fight for us. The Lord is going to come and set everything right for us. We just have to be patient. And Lord's word is edifying. And we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakar Give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity of the men and the women who follow. Shalom.